connection. No image. Why is there no image? There we are. Hello, hello. I guess that works. Okay, I'll have the chat on for the duration of the practice, but probably turn it off for the actual race to just keep the focus. Let's see. It's always a bit odd to practice on the practice server, because up here, I don't know if you can see the mouse actually. Anyway, the track is always only in fast state, so that just means might need a little less pressure. Let's try that first. Always means the track is way slower than in the actual race later on, so. Hello, hello. I do have chat, but I don't have low latency, so it probably takes some time for me to read it and react to the chat. These are important. All right. So maybe I can talk through some of the details we're going to see in that race. We're doing 1 hour. We're driving in the day, certainly not into the night. Might get early afternoon or something, but overall temperatures should stay the same throughout the whole race. The only issue is that 1 hour for this car pretty much means full fuel load. Oh, somebody took away the braking marker. Nice. Nice tactic. So yeah, I'm starting the car with 120 kilos of fuel, which is quite a lot and changes the balance quite a lot as well. Makes it really hard. Yes, there are 2 semi-finals, and I'm in the second heat. And Jardier happens to be in the first heat. And then we'll probably meet in the final race, because 20 people of each semi-final advance. So I'm on the practice session for the second grid right now. Nice to hear, Martin. Have been a bit lazy lately with new videos, but I keep thinking of it. So yeah, race 1 hour, 120 kilos of fuel, plus the Mercedes got an additional 20 kilos of weight penalty because they thought it was so fast compared to the other cars. It certainly is, but I also think that probably the Ferraris should have gotten a penalty as well. They seem really quick, especially for, I don't know, the middle of the race. Early on in the race, I felt the Lambo was really quick, and the time for the Mercedes really is in the later part of the race. So when the weight difference of the cars kind of goes down, I think the Ferrari has a fuel tank of just 110 liters. It's way more efficient than the Mercedes is. So yeah, 6th already. Yeah, that sounds good. He just needs to be in the top 20 in this race, just survive it basically. And it's a charity event, right? Nobody has to win it. Just for really putting up a show in sim racing. Because we're also streaming live on the GT World channel, 200,000 followers. So I think we can make a decent impact there for sim racing. Whoops, that's a nice braking point. So because the Mercedes is so fuel heavy, or is heavy on fuel and heavy fuel usage, we have a second engine mode at the moment where we just have a tiny bit less power, but it saves about, I don't know, 20% of fuel or so. And I'll have to use it for most of the race probably. And then only in the very late stage of the race I can go to engine mode 1 once I saved enough fuel. So these pressures are certainly wrong for this kind of weather. Always need to do a lot of adjustments. So let's head for the pits. It's a bit oversteery. Oh, the race has a... Oh, that's nice. They have some... They also have like 400,000 followers or so with the channel they bought. Why am I actually doing this? You can just go escape back to the pits. Let me check a few... Oh, that's the wrong setup. Let me load the... Oh, that's a Q set. That's why it's bad. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Let's try that then. Temperature went up. So in qualifying, I think the top guys, we all did 46s. I think the fastest was 46.6. I just got a 46.8 because I was held up on my fastest lap, but still I'm in P5 for my heat, so that should be fine if I can just avoid trouble throughout the race to advance to the second one. And then for the race, we're probably aiming for low 48s in lap time. And maybe late in the race, could do a 47 or so. Always depends a bit how the session really turns out to be temperature-wise and grip level-wise. There's always some tiny variation at least. Yeah, it's indeed big, I have to say. Probably the biggest stream I've been on. That looks a lot like Mike Noble's car, but it looks way slower driving wise. Let's see, it's not him, no. National TV is actually not so far away for sim racing, because in the US, for example, NASCAR is already aired on, what's that, NBC or something? Or NBC Sports Network, that's what it is. And with all the real drivers picking up sim racing lately because of being contained at home, think there is a fair chance for us to promote it. The car is quite a handful with 140 kilos extra. Yeah, there are two different NASCAR series. I'm not sure which one they were airing. Or was it an all-star race or so? Yeah, he's getting closer to the dropout zone. The level is quite high, I have to say, in the grid we have. Even the real racers are doing quite good. Okay, now this car is starting to behave a bit more predictable, or not. Just did a tiny setup change to get more stability in the car, but it's kind of not working the way I thought it would. But it's also difficult to test the car in this practice session because the grip level is lower, and the car will react really different in the actual session later. Okay, our server's being restarted. Interesting. So that is my I should save it for this temperature. Yep. So yesterday in the test race, I mean we had a couple test races already, just for the organizers to be sure that we're not crashing into each other. Not everybody understood that. Monza is always a very difficult track to set up the car because basically all you want is straight line speed. But then for those corners you kind of want just about enough downforce so it's not terrible to drive, but controllable terrible somehow. So yeah, the setup is always a compromise, but this one in particular. Yesterday I spun in the test race because I turned the traction control off in at the exit of corner 1. That was nice. So I have to focus on that one. If you ever see me with traction control 0 setting, scream. Mr. Plowman is in front of me with a big ass Bentley. What a suiting name. The time isn't too bad given that the track grip isn't there yet. This is how I spun yesterday, going from TC1 to 0 instead of from 2 to 1. I feel like I'm carrying the car around here, but the more gentle I am, the faster I seem to get, judging by the delta bar up there. The HUD is off center because my screen is ultra wide and I had to move the things in a bit for you to be able to see them, because the image is a bit cropped from the 3440 image down to full HD. And I also have the sponsor roll, I believe, in the corner, so I had to make space a bit. To be honest, I'm happy when I do those times in the race. But now the track is slower, so it looks promising. Nobody can keep up with that right now. Yep, nice. The understeer. One oh 6.9. Just checking fuel consumption over a lap. Even though the game does the same for me, I kinda don't trust those numbers. So 106.9 liters I had over the line. Let's check what I have one lap later. Yeah, I think I have more confidence now with the slight aero change I did. Yesterday it was way more slippery on the rear, now it looks about fine. What a monster engine. Just has power all across the board. I like the times I do, to be honest. Because track grip is not optimal yet, as we'll have in race. It's still a fair bit lower. So I'd say there's a couple, 3/5/10ths maybe, if I'm lucky. That would be super fast. Yep, that is ugly. When the speed through the corner is just a tiny bit off, the car will instantly, yeah, drift probably. You mean about softening one end of the car, or what you mean in general? The thing for me is, to make a video about this, I really have to understand it completely myself, else it's a bit odd to talk about it. Yep. That happens sometimes. Hopefully no damage from this one. This is what you actually, like the most important thing you have to avoid in a race. Doing a mistake like this. If you lose a tenth there every lap, no problem. It's gonna be 3 seconds in the race or so after 30 laps. But crashing once, it's over. I think I even lost air there. The front left tire seems to have a lot lower pressure right now. Yeah, I think I lost pressure. Yeah, nice series. Though concepts are one thing, if they actually work in the game is the other part. A lot of stuff in the setup was actually just try and error. Because some things that you learn that work on the car on another track might just now work on, well, on a different track. So you just have to verify and test all this. See, this is what shouldn't happen to me. Check one thing if I just lost pressure. Let's try grip. Still fast, that's alright. But everybody's getting faster right now. He's also on race fuel apparently. Yep. Yeah, he's just going 4/10 slower, so that's not slow as well. I was gonna take a look at Motec actually. Do I have it running? I don't, but I can do that. Right here, you can probably see it, yes. Just have to make it windowed. That's big for you, I guess. Like this. So I just lost pressure in this lap, I believe. Maybe I didn't. I mean, definitely goes down here, but I expected a more pronounced pressure loss. Interesting. But yeah, front left definitely could have taken 1 or 2 more clicks. It's bit off everywhere. This is the interesting bit. So I think this is out of pits, first chicane, second chicane. This is the exit of the second chicane where we can see is a pressureless there for the front left. So maybe I don't actually need 2 more clicks, I just lost two right at the beginning from 26.1 to 25.8, so I lost 0.3 in the front tire, so maybe I actually don't change the pressure in it. I was probably out of track there. So back to ACC. Let me just add 1 click maybe. Oh, I forgot to measure the fuel. Nice. Hey, Frederick. I'm good, I'd say. Okay, so fuel over the line is 106.7, 116.7. Let's see where we end up one lap after. I hope I remember. Bit deep in there. Maybe I should add a button for quick change of the engine map, else I have to go through the menu all the time.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
Well, I think the fast drivers on my grid aren't here yet. I think, I wasn't sure if Enzo or Tenitsa is on my grid. But both are very fast, obviously. It was very tight yesterday, those races. At least 4 or 5 people at the same pace at the front. Okay, 3.4, 3.3 liters, somewhere in between there. That's alright. Now I'm second already, so I think the track is improving. I kind of want to stay on that curb on the outside, but not drive over the vibrating stuff. I feel it slows the car down. Way too deep.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
I feel the car has a very tiny window in which it wants to be driven, input-wise. Else it oversteers, understeers, snaps away. I can't push it all. The car will just penalize me for it. I always have to wait for the car to allow me to drive it where I want it to be.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
Ah, that cost me easily 1.5, 2/10. Just touching the grass a tiny bit, or the sand rather. Here it's fine though.
Nice.
Very tiny improvements. Shouldn't be long to the race actually. How far is the other race? Are they done yet? And how's it going? Yeah, but he doesn't improve, so it looks alright. I think overall I'm alright with the car. Pressures look fine, temperatures look fine, pace looks fine. I'm ready. It's more likely you're terrible at braking. Sorry to say, but braking distance probably not set up. You just want to move the brake bias a little forward a bit, maybe? Backwards, sorry. But apart from that, braking distance don't vary too much between all the setups. Yeah, Peril is on the split, but to be honest, he's, I don't know, 15th or so. He's like a second behind me per lap. I do this lap and then check in the pits how the average lap time of Lozanov actually look. Yep, interesting line. it already slipstream here? Ah, yes, tiny bit. Whoops.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Hello. So let's go to the timetable. Let's see my last lap. So I'm going from the pits, 0.3, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. And let's check what Lozanov does. And he has a 0.1, 0.5, 0.7, 0.4, 0.5. So looks like he just has one good lap in the car and then kind of decreases for him. So no need to worry about that single fast lap, to be honest. Sector-wise, my best is 0.00 in the last, 0.8 in the middle, and 0.1 in the first. And for him, it's 0.1 in the first, 0.9 in the middle, 0.0. So yeah, my optimal combined lap time is definitely faster than his as well. So yeah, I'm positive. Indeed, trail braking is very important, but more important is to just slam the brake for about, I don't know, 100 meters until you turn in. Just be on 100%, let the ABS work it out for you, and then you can slowly go out of the brake as you increase the turning angle. But ultimately, um, there's just an ideal amount of speed for every place in the corner that you want to be. And if you're just a tiny bit above, then you'd feel, well, I'm not braking enough, I'm going in way too fast. And if you're early and hit the curb too much on the inside, you'd think your braking point is too early. It's just about finding that one point and then repeating that over and over and over, and only adjusting if the car gets heavier or if the tires are worn or something like that, or the track has less or more grip. No, because these cars, they have racing ABS, so it's perfectly fine if the ABS kicks in. And it's probably only the inside tire anyway, not the outside one. So it's fine if ABS is on. It's not a sound that you have to avoid or anything. Let me check the Discord if we're moving anywhere. Full, mate. That is full. Uh, I'll be. So I might have to go into the Discord of the race. I don't know how far we. Hmm. Some other guy in the race asking me about fuel usage, how long he has to use engine map 2. I think it's about 23 laps that I have to use engine mode 2, and then the fuel will be enough to use engine mode 1. That would probably give 1/2 a lap or so, but I also use like almost half a liter more of fuel. join the voice here. So if you hear someone talking right now, that's probably the organizer of the event. Oh, track has gone to optimum, so let's see how the car behaves now. Super cold tires.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear of the curbs.
Sound is low. I can hear you loud and clear. So shall I just make everything louder? Like the overall stream? Let me see. So I have the mic here, I have audio there. I was just going by the bars of what OBS shows me, and there I'm already going into the yellowish part with the microphone. Well, I can just increase it a tiny bit if you want. Maybe that helps you. Thirteenth, alright. So he made it to the next race. To be fair, he didn't take part in the test races, so that would have probably been a lesson for him. Where did Dennis Lind finish, and where did Arthur Kemmerer finish? That would be interesting.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Whoops, tire pressure not there yet. Mike Noble behind me, he's probably a threat for the win. Or let's say he's a candidate for the win. I think he has pole in our race. Or, no, he's down. Oh no, he didn't qualify well. He's somewhere in 10th or so. Well, he won the race yesterday evening, so... Oh, nice. That's good results for both of them. So we see them in the next race.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Yeah, yesterday Amir was destroying his engine 2 times. Well, it's reassuring that Mike Noble isn't catching.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
terrible first corner. I can tell you that the guy in front of me, he got several warnings in the test races.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
To be honest, he shouldn't be in the race if he can't control the car. It's nice that he's joining us as a real driver, but the level needs to be a bit better. Okay. I guess you can read the chat, right? Now the balance of the car is weird. Edmund's coming across a bit desperate. And the race is gonna start in 10 minutes, so we know that now. Oh, Mike Noble is crazy with the Lambo through the chicanes. And I don't know why I'm slower now, but the car just doesn't work as it did on the fast track. I was 5th in quali, I believe. Not even a 10th behind the leader.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Let me check in a minute. Yeah. That's what happened yesterday, by the way. I forgot to go back to TC2, then turned down to TC1, which was now TC0. But where's my pace? That's very, very weird now, because the track got better and the car became slower. That's something I don't quite understand. You wanted the UI to be changed a bit. Let me go to OBS. What do you mean you can't see the timing? For me it's on the screen, on the stream. I don't quite see what I could change to the UI. The times are up, top left corner. Or do you mean the sponsor thing is in the way? Oh yeah, I get that. I can move that up a bit. Here maybe. I feel like the more cars are on the server, the worse my pace gets.
Yellow flag inside.
Ah, yeah, I tested the fuel.
Nils, do you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Are you available for interview now?
Sorry?
Are you ready for interview now so I can drop you with the casters online?
Sure, sounds good.
Okay. Okay. Stay here.
I didn't know I was interviewed.
Speak to Niels is joining us. Niels, how are you doing? Tell us about your race.
I'm coming up next race.
Yeah.
Ah, you're in the next race.
I can tell you about that too if you want.
Yeah, okay. Tell me about the last race if you want.
I just had some people chat to me that where a couple people finished, so that's as much as I know.
Okay, and the race ahead. Where are you starting? Where are you looking to finish? Talk to me.
I think I qualified in 5th. Expect a bit faster. I had the delta for faster qualifying lap certainly, but didn't manage to bring it over the line. I think the top 10 or so are within 2-3 tenths or something. It's incredibly tight. It's a very competitive field that we have here. I think for most of the people, me including, it's about showing what sim racing can do, while not putting the competition second, but kind of be more careful than usually.
And tell us a little about you and sim racing. Have you always been doing, or have you been doing Assetto Corsa for long, or what's your history?
Well, how much time do you have? I think I
Oh,
started.
not long, because you're going to be doing a race in a minute. So before you start racing, you've got until that length of time.
All right, so basically I started 20 years ago. I
Wow,
was
you're old then.
Shut up. I was doing
Very old, yeah.
I was doing it for maybe a decade back then or so, and then as it wasn't as much money in sim racing as it is now, and it didn't get the attention that it has now, I had a little break, and then I came back into sim racing when it really kicked off lately 2 or 3 years ago. And I'm now team manager for G2 Sim Racing and Rebel Racing Esports, so that's my main job, but apparently I'm driving as well, every now and then.
Do you miss the driving, or do you prefer the team management part?
Depends how tight the competition gets, you know. If it's easy to win, I like it a lot. The harder it gets, the more I like the management part.
Okay, well, best of luck, Niels, for the race, and maybe you can talk to us about it afterwards, how it was.
Sure, cheers.
Okay, great. Cheers. So thanks for that. There we go. I've been told to...
Grazie. Thank you. You can go.
Welcome. Oh, I have to move myself out of the channel, I guess.
What is you know the name
I'll
the
do
name
it.
of your channel?
Ch-
Okay.
just- My team manager just told me the partner banner is a bit big, so might click here. Make it a bit less obvious, only cover the A pillar. Should probably get back to picking new tires, or doesn't matter. Let's just drive. Well, the race pace of some guys looks pretty fast. Well, gladly, there's a speedo in the middle of the screen, so maybe you want to just take that. Yes, but new screen. It's 35-inch AOC. Not gonna lie, I have no idea. But I have it still on the monitor. It's a AOC 35 gaming monitor, curved G-Sync, 120 Hertz, and does a 3440 times 1080 resolution. So since I didn't want black bars on the stream, I I cropped the image a little to fit the normal YouTube frame. No, I didn't disable it. It's just out of the screen for you. Oh, is chat inactive now? Some error message I get. Gonna check in a minute.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
I think in the race now it's all about just finding a rhythm,
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
and then shouldn't be too hard to advance within the top 20. I mean, that's the ultimate target, I'd say. Okay. Is that my connection? Let me park the car and check actually if everything is working. Let me restart the chat quickly. Stream is transmitting. That is live, is live, is live. I'm good. Yeah, let me just restart the chat overlay. There you go. Now we're talking. Oh yeah, so it's a server, not me. That's good. There's the stream. It's the chat. Oops. Yeah, seems alright. Just send a set message. So how pressure is a minute ago. Cancel. It's alright. There's nothing to worry about, really. Just feel the oversteer got a bit worse again now. Minutes, so another lap. Oops, sorry. I'm not sure the chat plugin is working at the minute. So if I don't answer, sorry for that.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Alright, fuel. Oh, temperature went up a bit, so let's reduce pressure a bit more. Let me do 3 clicks. Check the fuel. Fine. Engine map is 2 from the start. That should be it, I'd say. Yeah, indeed. So chat plugin doesn't seem to be working. Sorry for that. Or is it? Might be, just might be. Let me close the browser. Let me close that browser too. That's about as much as I need. Cheers, Fredrik. The waiting is the worst. So Benito in front of me. I think Logio is actually a real racer. So, okay, the server died, I believe. Ah, yeah, stopping the server. So guess I have to reconnect in a minute. Remember, the pressures weren't saved. Challenge, charity, refresh. Oh, it's there. Okay, what was the password? Is it that? Nope. Is it that? No. Okay, so server not on yet. Guess we'll have to wait a bit. Let's check the chat. Restarting server. So, your chance to chat. That's a couple retweets. Yeah, I hope it's going live in a minute. It's just we're waiting for the server to go live.
Sorry guys, we needed to restart the server because there was a wrong position. So now you have to load your settings. Don't forget to load your settings. We will leave you 2 minutes to load your settings, and then we will forward to race.
So during the server now, so let's take a next chance. No, it's the correct server suddenly. So there's, I don't actually need the password. They just added the, there you go. They just added the Steam IDs, so everybody can join who qualified for it. Set up. So track is now fast again. Painful, painful, painful.
Okay, guys. So please load your settings. Don't forget to press drive before 20 seconds. Stay in the formation lap. Remember, if someone is missing position, you don't care. Follow the widget. Have a great race, guys. Thank you.
Will 2 clicks down be enough? That's the question. But I have a trick up my sleeve if I have too much pressure on the left side, so let's see. Let's see. Kinda need to pee now. Bit late, right? I'm fine. So, not die in the first lap. Not die at all, basically, is the goal. Stay top 20. Then go to the next race. All about putting up a show, probably. I think I have the right people around me. Enzo probably knows that. I wonder why the Jag is up front again. We had the same thing in SRO Esports last year. Everybody was with a Lambo, or I don't even remember the second car that was fast, but then all of a sudden people came, or just one guy, Camille Franza, came with a Jag, and he just nailed it. So he won the event with a car everybody under expected until he found a set with which it worked. Yeah, clean race, probably what we're looking for. Thanks, Moritz. Official VIP Moritz Lona. Though he's not racing. Fuel, electronics. Let's capture everything in telemetry for later. And then I'm ready. If you're wondering why cars might be clipping into each other, they patched the game for this event so that we get a little less collisions than normally. So to put the show first and clean racing, there's a little more tolerance with the cars going side by side now in the first lap. Oh, Jag is second? Oh yeah, true. So first is a Merc. So right now, engine mode 3, save a bit of fuel right away. We need every little bit. Oh, I wanted to make the wheel spin, but engine mode 3 just doesn't have the power for it. That's what I mean. Someone getting close.
Stay double file.
Okay, that should be enough. When warming the brakes like this, there's a small chance you lock up and flat spot the tire. So I have to take care just a tiny bit. Let's see how aggressive people will be.
Green line, give it all you can.
Yep.
Car on the right.
It's not gonna end well.
Clear on the right.
Was the same yesterday. That was side by side with Entel for 2 laps or so.
On the right.
Well, that looks good. Oh, the mirror is kind of deceiving. I think the Ferraris are basically flat out through Ascari. I've probably no chance there. That's the real distance. The mirror is a bit wrong. For me now, it's basically a fight until the last third of the race, and then my car becomes fast. So everything until then is just staying with the traffic, and we go from there. And there we are into P2. I take it. My first target now is really just finding a rhythm, because the car feels different in every session, kind of. Because every tiny temperature difference always putting me off a little. Maybe it's just in my head. Yeah, Enzo gains a lot out of Ascari. Pretty much the same as in the test race yesterday.
Fastest lap of the race. Great
The
job.
Ferraris are just very fast right from the get-go. Nah, you're not. There, he's also searching for the rhythm. See him, he's all over the place. That's why I changed the downforce before the race, just a tiny bit more. Definitely comfort over raw pace. It's carrying the car around here. There's no pressure box. This is a charity event. Nobody wants to win.
Fastest lap of the race, mate. Good job.
Oh yeah, fastest lap is good, I'd say. Oh wow, my last turn one was shit when the delta goes green like that. Maybe I should get a little closer and then save some fuel in the draft. Can feel the dirty air. Oh, there's definitely draft now. Very good. Oh, lap times are insane.
Well done, mate. Well done.
This session is really fast. Well, I guess I can't do this for long because Enzo's pushing. Well, he's smart. Looks like we just have to wait for the mistake in the front. I'm really not in for a fight. Nah, he definitely didn't. I'm just waiting for him to kill his tires. But every lap in the draft probably saves me 0.1, 0.2 liters or so. And then I can turn up the engine a little earlier than planned. Blind through Ascari is a nightmare. Oh. There's a bit of warping going on. I don't think he wants to let me past.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on
Oh,
the right.
I turned off to seat. That was a close call. Maybe we can use Enzo. This is so scary. The car is so light in the slipstream through Ascari. I think it's me streaming, probably. I know the Ferrari isn't good late in the race, so if I'm with him now, it's easy later maybe. As long as I can stay with them easily, I'm fine. And I'd rather pull away from the guys in the back just to have a more clear race and maybe some gap that we could start a fight up front without having a whole pack of cars.
Losing to the car ahead, he's left one. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
What a line. I think if we're not fighting, the cars behind can't drive the same pace. Would just be good if Enzo understood. Oh, having a moment. You have to remember, guys, we're doing this for the show a bit. which is of course my excuse for not already leading. Just 20 minutes in, not even that. The Ferrari just seems to lack a tiny bit straight line speed. else he would have been passed, I think. Because his exit from last corner is very good. But then maybe Enzo kind of has to learn again how to pass, because I don't think he passed a lot of people last season. Oof. Enzo definitely has some comfort through Ascari. I kind of feel I have to be very careful.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 2.
Oh, my chat box is outside the cropped image. Yeah, YouTube is just kind of my private channel, and then G2 has partnered with Twitch, so that's our home, so to say. But so far I haven't really used it an awful lot. Okay, tires making an appearance. See how long Enzo can stay this calm. Right now he's just waiting for his chance, I'd say. putting just a little pressure. I think Pfeiffer in the front, he's starting to drive in the mirror rather than on the road ahead. That makes him slow. Oh, that's top secret, Martin. But I think it's just a mark, to be honest. It's not that I'm comfortable over there. It's I'm very gentle on the throttle, like 70% or so, just keeping a constant speed. The Ferrari's just not having it. No. When he has slipstream, no chance for me to stay close. Oh, rather to pass. Staying close, not a problem. I hope at least they're showing this on the real stream, like on the big one, TV stream, that is, broadcast. I'd like to give him a push, but I don't trust the game to not spin him.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
So, when do I die? Oh, he's slamming the door fiercely. I'm really going too slow now. My only way to communicate with another driver, flash him.
Car on the left.
That's how I like it.
Gaining on the driver ahead, 73.
Oh, come on.
Clear on the right.
Oh, come on, guys, really? I tried it fair and square. That's a penalty. And now I'm having a lonely race. Nice. Yeah, I think Pfeiffer just kind of overdid it a bit, like taking it too serious. I mean, everybody behind him was faster. You can just give up at some point. Not sure if I have damage actually. Let's see what we can do. Clean air then. Gain some confidence for the next race.
There's a car leaving the pit lane. Watch out.
I'm trying box. Might run into this pack though.
We're halfway through, not over yet.
Nah. Turn in didn't work. Yeah, fuel is about right. Have a bit more than half the race done, but only use 55 liters. So you lose less than half so far. And I have more draft, so that's fine.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
The rear certainly have some wear from the spin. Feels a tiny bit more slippery than before. Just 6 more laps and I can turn up the engine. Doesn't take me anywhere. I think the best chance for the faster engine mode is around 3rd, 4th gear. That's where it shines.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Might have a chance on the straight. I mean the start finish one. Or not.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Mm.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Thanks for playing with me and allowing the space. Cheers. They're not fighting up front, I guess. It felt like I got a small bump, but I don't know which car. I kind of felt I shouldn't have gone for that gap. on the straight and just let them battle till infinity. But yeah, someone took over inside my head. Yeah, I just think the hits or the bumps or contacts between cars in that game are a bit exaggerated. I mean, we were going so slow, and the speed difference between us when making contact couldn't have been big. You would think if there's a track where you can pass, it's Monza. But it's difficult. Slipstream effect is just tiny. But error loss is kind of a thing.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
It's just very difficult to line up the car for passing, because he really has to make a mistake to allow you the space. Yeah, he's defending it well. Need to check Motec after the race. Feels like I lost a lot of pressure on the left side. Even though I really tried to avoid all the places where you could lose pressure. Yeah, I can turn up the engine next straight. Terrible line. Refocus. And there we go. I'm even closing in on the leaders, I believe. Enzo is still behind, so... Then Mercedes defending well still. With his dear life. Didn't feel like I missed a braking point, to be honest. That's all I wanted from you. Wow, that thing has straight line speed.
Car on the right.
Nope.
Clear on the right.
Don't do that. Sorry, mate. Ah, damn it, too aggressive there. Yeah. Definitely deserves the 5 seconds I got here. That's alright. Oh yeah, I knew the 5 seconds wouldn't matter for P20.
Yellow flag accepted.
Where's the Jaguar guy though? He should still be in the top 20 then, right? Lost focus. Oh, okay, so not feeling too bad about it then.
Gaining on the car ahead of sector 1.
I'm not sure I want to attack the lap time now, because then I run into other cars and that's probably trouble. Braking point is off. Yeah, that's probably smart advice. Oh, Enzo made it through, does he? Looks very good for him. Took him only 30 laps. I think there will be another qualifying for the finals, yeah. Will be interesting to see what lap times Enzo can do now once he has free air. He probably saved an awful lot of fuel as well.
Gaining on the car ahead of sector 1.
Why? I can judge the speed I'm going when I'm so close behind another car. Come on, more slipstream.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
That was always gonna happen. Stop it! Why does he keep accelerating when he already bumps into me? Oh yeah, he's a real driver, that's why. Oh, the rear tires definitely suffered in the first spin. Enzo's gone now, I guess. Well, I hope you're entertained. Easily fastest pace, I'd say, from the leading pack. But yeah, we probably can't see the pace of the cars right in front because Pepper is blocking still. It's on the other stream, Dennis. Well, I keep streaming the second race if you want to stand by. So we're gonna see one more lap, that is. Oh, okay. Yeah, yesterday was a lap more, but I would have fuel left.
Take it easy, lead lap. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Okay. Nice. So P6, is that plus including the 5 seconds or on top? Anyway, I think pace looks good for the next race. Mm. Who was the guy in the Jag? Hmm. How long of a break do we have? Because I'm sweating like crazy. Even my girlfriend was watching, funny. And her siblings. Um, okay, guess we'll have a small break. Let me check in Discord how long. After this race, stay in the vocal chat for interviews. Grand final will start 5 p.m. What do we have now? So 20 minutes. Guess I'll go for. Maybe I can show you. Shit, I forgot the button. Is it that? No. Yep. Final in 20 minutes, so just waiting if I have to do an interview or if I can go pee. Phew. Yeah, thanks Yoni for being my model in Spa. Let me quit the servo. So we're probably switching to another one. Who knows? Who knows? I'll run for the toilet, I guess. That works. "15 minutes. Let's dry the gloves for a bit. Yeah, they are done after this race. It's funny, people in the chat complaining the Mercedes has an advantage early in the race, but doesn't have one at the end. I feel like it's the complete opposite. So it's not the car, I think. Just yeah, Martin, I'll post a new link into the channel description, not the video description. Give me a second to actually do this. Copy, because there's a non-expiring link. I don't really know why that. I can just post it in the chat. What's my issue, man? There you go. This link should also be visible in the channel about page. I think it's there. I'd show you more pictures, but Discord only not Discord. OBS only takes the first 6 out of a random folder. That's it. Why does that come to the front? It's better. No, it's the chair. Damn it. Like this, maybe. chicken egg problem. If I move this, then this gets fucked up, and if I move this, then this is fucked up. Sorry. Shall we take a look at Motec? Probably a good idea. Oh, big pressure loss here. Out of second Lesmo, lost 0.1 on the front left, 0.3 on the left rear. And then I lost some more here. Also the rear, but not as much, just 0.1. Also exit second Lesmo. Have to take more care. Oh, and then early in the race, that probably hurts the most. Which tire was it? Front. Because those pressure changes, I feel they changed the balance a lot in the car. Anyway, 3 times, that's about right. Let me check the Discord. Having fun with organizing the event. Have to publish that interview later as a clip or so. I'm here complaining about the ballast, so it's bad early in the race, but I think it's good throughout the whole thing. So we're waiting for the server. Sorry, goes up at 5. Until then I can't do much. You can use it for chat if you like, but it takes me a minute to read it. Or half a minute or so is the delay. If I go low latency on the stream, I think I got warping cars in the game, so I had to change that. So target pole position. I think it would put me just in a better place, not being trapped behind other cars. So I think the Mercedes has a fair advantage at the start. Just when putting the power down first time on green. And then I could be up front for the first corner, but never know. Come on, server. can't tell me gaming isn't intense on the body. Surely lost a liter while driving. And I can confirm cold brown. Good question, Martin. So far, always went for track temperature, but doing the testing for this race, I firmly believe now that the bigger impact comes from the air temperature, actually. And then, of course, track temperature helps with heating the tire up and then increases pressure as well later on. But I think the bigger thing is caused by air temp. I need a hairdresser. Should leave home once in a while. What's this? Terrible.
Hi guys, the server is up now, so you can join the server.
Let's do it.
I posted in the chat the lineup, so you just need to find a new server, same passwords before. If you have any technical issue, enter in the server, please. Text us.
Optimum
Okay,
free
server.
practice, nice.
QR and final is called.
I'll drive the race set. Did I save it though? Yes. It should be alright. Let's just drive. Get laps in, get comfortable. First out on track. Nope, damn it. Couple of guys in here I've never driven a race with. Could be fun. Definitely was fun yesterday with Enzo and Tonitza. They know what they're doing on the track. Yeah, the tap was scary, but I really expected it because I was spun in that place by now about, I don't know, 10 times. It's always the same. People try to get an undercut out of that corner onto the straight, but if you block the inside line, it's not like they would brake, they just keep going. Oh, interesting. It's probably just me, because my brake is set to 65 kilos to reach the maximum braking, and I might just get a bit tired throughout 1 hour of a race. So I have to remind myself to press harder. Here, this is where you lose pressure, that bump there, back onto the track.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
I'm not sure. I'm kind of focusing on the race.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Think that's the more important bit. And quali itself is probably 3 or 4 flying laps. So I guess I hope. Or, nah, I think that's enough to adapt to it.
Yellow flag. Be careful there.
The quali set is actually easier to drive than the race set for me. Quali starting. Okay.
Green light. Green light.
So yeah, even if I would have wanted to, no chance. Take some pressure out, fuel, it's fine. I'm gonna say top 10 is good, but actually I'd be disappointed. I think there's a little more in the car.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Be careful.
Somebody nailed it already. Yep, quali is now, Kevin. It's always the same thing when you're on air with these broadcasted races. The whole schedule on track kind of has to follow the media schedule, so to say. So the warm-up time was a bit cut short now. I'd like to find a place of a free track, but looking at the delta bar on the left, okay, there's literally no chance to get a free lap.
Car on the right.
It's not gonna end well.
Clear on the right. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
That's a bit terrible. Oh, lap time isn't good so far. Turn 1 was a mess. Yeah, it's difficult. It's 50 cars or 40.
Yellow flag here. Good job.
Maybe I can even get a little draft towards the end.
Yellow flag here. Charging front.
Half a second up is good. Oh, that's not the shit lap.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far. And been validated.
Where's escape? There you go. Just one less. Wow. 15 thousandths to P1. So it's again really, really, really close. Damn it. There definitely were one or two places where there was more time, but hard to get everything in one lap. Same time with Hosseini actually. That's a good banker. Now I can risk something, I'd say. Maybe the session gets a bit faster.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Oops. For example, I haven't driven a race with Kamil Pawlowski, the guy in P5. I think he won the Nürburgring event in SRO Esports. Certainly a good driver. Hey Benz. Let me actually see what the gaps are. 7 seconds. That's enough free air, I hope.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Oh, let's hope everybody moves out the way. Please get out of the way. Bit shy in the last corner, but I think this time could be worth it. Oh yes,
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
I can't better that, I can tell you.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
Damn it.
Lapping validated.
Could cool the tire a bit and try once more. Oh, that's bad without the braking marker, but it's actually smart because probably distracts everyone behind me. Wow, that's close again. 12 thousandths. Where's the F1 Esports World Champion down there? P5, but I think everybody there has the pace, to be honest, to be in P1. They just have to nail the lap.
Yellow flag. Be careful there.
Ah. Well, distracts me too. Hard to find the breaking point there. Pressure's a bit high. Yep, that was it. Too good on the brakes. Too early in the lap. I'll park it here. Nothing I can do anymore. Just hope. And Arthur in P3, that's really good for him. Because
Protected.
he couldn't practice for most of the week because his GPU broke. And he was just getting a graphic card yesterday afternoon. That's great pace from him, I have to say. Let me load the race set, even though I don't really know what the condition's gonna be. Let's take that one for now. Yeah, and then adapt the pressures if needed. Can the ties please run out? Time please run out. Mike Noble, look at that. He was P2 in our race, wasn't he? Or P3? Somewhere up front, definitely. Amos Larito, casually at the back as always. Who else is there? Dennis Lind. I'm a bit disappointed, Dennis. Just half a second faster than the marketing chief of Kunos. Yes! So, Tosato didn't better his lap. It's just Camara out there. Hosseini, potentially. Tonitza. Come on. Just Tonitza and Hosseini. Bonito. Bonito's done. Camara, no improvement. Just fearing Hosseini now, to be honest. Oh, you can't believe Jardier is 5/10 off. He's just a streamer, mate. Yeah, 20. Let's say. I mean, 29 people in 1 second. But I think what's even more insane is that 20 are within half a second. Look at that. Look down here. P19 is half a second away. And then P1 to P5 a tenth. Mike Noble improved. Axel Petit did. So there's only Hosseini to come. But I think that's taken forever now. Don't think he made it. Not gonna call it pole yet. Hosseini's a threat, always. There you go, of course. So, P2, it is still very good, I'd say. It's good that Amir's up front, then, because he's driving a bit aggressive. 26 degree, my setup is for 22. So let's... I'm tempted to take even more out. But I stay with this. It's hard to nail. That's right. That's right, that's right. Actually, at the start we need 3. I take P2, to be honest. It's fine. It's gone. 65 people, Jesus. No, I just want to finish top 5, not crash. I think that's the target. Hope everybody around me is easy through the first laps until all the cars have separated a little. It's an impure qualifying pace. The Ferraris don't seem to have it. At least P2. I mean, what are we looking at? P2 is great in this grid. I think this is the best ACC has to offer. So thirsty. Okay. What else can go wrong? Internet. But that's not on me then. Yeah, I'm not fighting Amir. I think he should have better pace. He's driving the Merc basically every day. He's doing a couple leagues, so I think he's just more comfortable in race pace. Might just be the smartest way to let him go. And then hopefully everybody else takes it easy behind me. Okay, where are you guys there? I don't know, best sim. This question is always so hard to answer. All the sims have their advantages, disadvantages. ACC certainly is up there together with iRacing, and you have to really separate the cars in iRacing because some have a nice tire model, some don't. Some drive well, some don't. Case by case basis, really.
Going single file.
There's no best game, certainly.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
I mean, if I could stay with Amir, for example, in the draft, that's probably also very good. Would just save me some fuel, and then I can attack later on again. Work the charm in the practice race, or not the practice race, in the first race today. I'd say Amir's burning too much fuel by now already, because he's not in engine mode 3. And he was raping his, bad term. He was destroying his engine for some in the in some of those practice races, because he's downshifting really hard to use the rears to slow down the car. But I think it's a bit too much, a bit too aggressive. And he runs the risk of ruining the car. Yeah, first I gotta stay in this position. I mean, I can always do mistakes. I think in the draft overall I saved like 2-3 liters.
Going double file.
Tire's definitely a bit cold. Pressure not really there. Gonna be an awful first lap. Really slow installation lap here. Now I don't sleep at the start. I'm just old. My reaction is like 0.3 by now. That's my disadvantage. Disabled by age. Nah, it'll be fine. And remember, just for that stream, we have ghosting on in the first lap just to avoid those big crashes for the stream, because they are really, the organizers are really putting the show first today. So they really want or don't want to see the big crash T1. That's why. Yes, I go for map 2 actually. No need to burn that much. And then I don't have to fiddle around when I'm in traffic.
Green light, go, go, go. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
clean was more important, definitely. So now we're in a race. And I'll take it easy, I have to say. Just finding a rhythm is important now, I'd say. Amir's already full attack mode. You're not fooling an old man, Amir. I'll stay here.
Well done, mate. Fastest lap of the race so far.
Well, he's parking it there. Focus, Amir. Just pull a gap. I don't want to pass. Oh, he's... okay, he's aggressive, so either wait for a mistake or I don't pass. He's fighting for his life there. An alpha behind probably takes it easy. Mike Noble already 4 seconds behind, that's good. Off track number 1 for Amir.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
So guys behind are a bit faster, might be the draft. Amir's very aggressive through Ascari, so there's always a chance that he makes a mistake. changing his line way too late. Difficult to pass a car with equal qualities.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Whoops. I don't like his way of closing the line that late. It's a matter of time, I'd say. Just remember Enzo was patient for, what, 30 laps last race? I have no problem with him defending, but I mean, just take the inside line right away and then don't give me that idea of going there. Yeah, patience. Good, they're fighting at the back. Yeah, you're right. I'll have the fuel advantage. I guess I use less tires. Looks like he's attacking a lot.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Easy on me, I'm not passing. And I have to wait a little longer to go to map 1, because the fuel load is really not enough for a whole race in map 1. I think I have to save for about 2/3 of the race. I know why his car is shit at the end of the race. He's extending so much, each time he's extending over Lesmo 2, he might lose pressure. So his left front tire is probably not getting better over time.
Well on my personal fastest lap.
I'm also just not playing around with the traction controller, so just to avoid an issue where I accidentally go to TC0 or so. There he definitely lost pressure. Almost certain. It's not gonna be well for him later in the race. That's why his tires die. You just have so little pressure later in the race that he doesn't have any grip anymore. But the pace he's driving now, that's very good. Would have to start pushing to keep up, I'd say. He's giving away all that advantage, come on. And pressure loss. He's focused way too much on the mirror. Needs to drive with his head. Focus on the road.
Warning for exceeding check limits.
I take it. Yeah, he went a bit deep in the first chicane last lap, or this lap. No, last lap now. Arthur also can keep the pace up, that's good. Let's pull a gap a little. Did I mention this is a charity event and that any donations are welcome? It's around the corona situation in Italy. I think the link should be in the description of YouTube or directly on the SROesports.com website. I took donations as well, of course, but I will forward them.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Why is he doing this?
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I can do nothing about that. He was blocking me right, he was blocking me left. Where am I supposed to go? I'm sorry, Amir, but what am I gonna do? You push me right off the track, you push me left off the track, and you cut the corner. Sometime you just have to give up, mate. I'm there. I just don't know what to do differently. I mean, he can't have the inside and the outside line. He has to choose one, I'd say. And he decided to first not allow me the inside line. I mean the right line. And then he blocked the outside line as well. So what am I gonna do? I mean, he blocked me like 3 times before, so. Yeah. Yeah, difficult situation, I have to say. Nah, that was netcode. He was just coming over to my side and I was there. What am I gonna do? I can't vanish. Sorry. I knew an incident like this could happen with him because he's defending so aggressively. Like the same way that he's passing people. It's a bit over the top, I'd say. I don't know what to do. Yeah, Noble though, he doesn't have pace late in the race. "15 seconds I get from race control for that. What am I gonna do? Well, I'm caught. Okay. So race control says I caused the collision. I think that's something to debate. Anyway. It's not just he moved to the outside, he moved to the inside and then to the outside. Where am I gonna pass? If he just takes all the lines. Cheers, guys. in their ruling, they're often about what would you do in the real car. And I think in Amir's place, I wouldn't have gone to the left because it puts me in the wall at 260. Might have took a little too few pressure with me on the race. I mean, I know where they're coming from with the penalty. But, yeah. I think it all starts with Amir cutting turn 1. And then he just doesn't accept my chance to pass. Blocks me on the right, so I go to the left, and then he blocks me on the left, so, yeah. Difficult to do something different there. I mean, if that's a penalty, then maybe we should ban passing. So half of the race, half of the fuel. Yeah. I think it's good to look at it again after the race, because right now it doesn't make any sense. Maybe there's a chance if they can hear me out, or if they can see my perspective. Maybe there's lag on the server and it looks different or so. Thanks for bringing it up though. Oh boy, we started something there. But I love the fact that you are living this emotionally so much.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Nice. You know, I'm personally sorry for Amir because he certainly has the pace to be up there. That was just a step too far, I'd say. I mean, just allow me one side, then defend into the corner. Where's the problem? I need more pressure in the tires. Yeah, I can't check ping. How am I going to do it? I'm on track. Okay, I think I have to stop the stream. Sorry. I can't check the connection, I'm driving. What am I gonna do?